I did not. What the fuck? Um, let me just. Test. I think everything should work. What the fuck? I can't continue. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? No. The entire day has only been fucking annoying. Over shit, over shit, and over shit. And I don't want to do this shit anymore. Just... You know what, just calming down and enjoying this game is going to help. I'm just going to skip through everything until we're at the place we were before I ended the stream. I don't even remember where I was. Skip. God damn it. Oh yeah, now I know where we were. It was when Monokuma said that Mukuro and Makoto were terrorists. Yeah. Okay, we are here, I think. Muko trembled as she heard the words coming out of Monokuma's mouth. Wait, let me check something if my voice is even there. It does? Okay, my voice is there. For a brief moment she clenched hope that her sister wasn't trying to kill her, but as soon as that hope was won, it was immediately consumed by the spell. Jungle had the power to transform hope into the spell. She would never let anyone hack her that easily. There was only one explanation. Junko Nishima was pretending to be someone named Bishiki in order to frame Mukuro and Makoto. It was as though Junko was using Mukuro's survival as branching path to lead the students to a different despair. Monokuma continued to talk, telling the students more lies, designed to prod them to action. On the first day at Hope Street Academy, you guys were exposed to sleeping gas, knocked unconscious, taken hostage. Mukuro and Makoto probably the only operatives that terrorists sent inside the school. That means they probably know how to escape from here. Oh shit, I can't do that Monokuma voice. Sorry. And then Monokuma turned to face Mukuro. Mukuro Ikusawa was a member of a mercenary group called Phaneera. She is wanted criminal who's killed over 10 people associated with the school. So don't get soft and think you can capture her alive. In fact, that's exactly what the cops told me. So the moment I saw an opening and tried hacking the trap they set and tried to kill her. But what about Makoto? Monokuma gave a cold, emotionless answer to Seika's question. My guess is that a measly little ultimate lucky student didn't stand a chance defying a group like Phaneera. He was probably threatened and forced to cooperate before you entered the school, or judging from the earlier actions, maybe Mukuro seduced him. Seika's face went pale when she heard the answer, and she immediately stopped talking. Mukuro raised her head and shouted, "You're wrong, Makoto isn't a terrorist. You all have to believe me." The whole gym fell silent. Oh no, we were further right. I think we were here. Enjoying if? Yeah. I'm just looking for the part where I stopped last time, because the game just, decided to randomly not give me a place to save. So I just needed to look for where I stopped. And if is pretty interesting so far, I would say. Way too much text. Suddenly Toko began nervously talking to Sakura. So anyway, let's just say that Mukuro woman or whatever over there is a terrorist. Hurry up and beat her to death or something. Alright. We don't know that yet, said Sakura. My fists do not make what the fuck our justice based on simple speculation. Sakura tried to get near Makoto to examine his wounds, but Monokuma stood in her way, shouting, "Don't come any closer." This meant that Mukuro was the only one who could get close to Makoto. She had ended countless lives on the battlefield, she knew from experience. She didn't treat Makoto's wounds, he would die. Bro, he got fucking pierced by, I don't know, what was it, 8 spears or something? How the fuck will you save him? I don't know. He got stabbed by 8 spears. That's like 7 too much to handle. The wounds were not immediately fatal, but if he continued losing blood, he would eventually slip into shock and die shortly thereafter. Bro, he is already dead. Please, you need to treat Makoto for... Absolutely not, said Byakuya harshly, interrupting Mukuro. Yeah, Byakuya's just a bitch, like always. Trying you up and examining the back of your right hand is our first priority. Hey, Makoto's in danger. Now's not the time for that, said Ayo as she cast a worried glance at Makoto. She was still having trouble understanding the situation hadn't decided if Makoto was suspicious or not. Byakuya was about to snap back at her. Mukuro's actions stunned him into silence. She took a deep breath and then Mukuro removed the blonde wig from her head, where there were 2 long blonde pigtails only a moment before there was now short black hair. She cleared her face of all emotion, and when she spoke, her voice rang throughout the gym. Not Junko Nishima, my name is Mukuro Ikusawa. The student stared wide-eyed at her open confession. All she did was remove her wig and clear her emotions. But in doing so, the person the students had recognized as Junko Nishima vanished from their sight. The terrorist that had taken her place continued to speak in a calm, stoic tone. I helped lock everyone inside this academy. The confession on a seaside cliff moment has finally arrived, Hifumi blurted out. Wakes are against the school regulations, Mukuro, shouted Taka. As if stirred by their crisis of excitement, the other students began clamoring among themselves. Said Yasuhisa, Makoto wounds are like real? Does that mean that stuff about terrorists and whatever is all real too? So everything that's happened these past few days wasn't a bunch of staged events, as the reality of the situation began dawning on Yasuhiro. All Leon could say to him was, "Shut the hell up." Byakuya just remained calm and addressed Mukuro in a conceding manner. What does your group want? If you were after money, you would have already tried to negotiate with me. Of course, I'd rather let them die than surrender to your ransom demands. Our purpose is to fill the world with despair. Byakuya scoffed at this notion and began to speak once again. I see. Kuma said something similar, so that ideology is what fuels your terrorism. It's true, if you did anything to me, you would certainly fill the world with despair. But obviously, that would be impossible for you. I couldn't believe what Byakuya was saying. I found as she muttered, "How self-centered can you be?" After confirming that Byakuya had no more questions from her, Mukuro looked at Makoto, whose breathing had slowed and let the boy show some emotion. But Makoto has nothing to do with this. You can't believe that what Monokuma says. What did you say, bitch? Shouted Mondo. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're a terrorist, just like Monokuma said. Mukuro looked away from Mondo and continued speaking. It's true, but Makoto isn't involved at all. Sasuke coldly brushed her objection aside. I do not think trying to protect him will do any good. After all, we heard Makoto call you by your real name. She had no words. There was nothing she could say to protect Makoto, even though Makoto was truly innocent. Even though Mukuro was the ultimate soldier, her powers were largely limited to battle. Even a normal high school student could outwit her when it comes to debate and negotiation. If she were the ultimate negotiator, she might be able to convince them that their memories had really been erased. But in her current situation, if she tried to bring up their memory loss, they would think it was a desperate excuse. Even Mukuro knew that. But even if she didn't know what to say, she still knew what to do. Right now we need to treat Makoto first. Then she started walking towards Makoto as if nothing had happened. To the others it seemed like Mukuro had decided to abruptly change the subject. Hold it, we will immediately take Makoto to the nurse's office for treatment. However, we must tie you up. This was Sakura's honest demand, but there was no way Mukuro could accept it. If she was separated from Makoto, there'd be no telling what Makoto would do to him. Monokuma would do to him, sorry. My brain isn't braining right now, sorry. Between Mondo's hot temper and Byakuya's cold heart, Makoto could easily sustain further injuries under the pretense of interrogation. Furthermore, among these students, Mukuro knew she was the only one who had experienced treating wounds due to her time with Farinura. After mulling that over, she narrowed her eyes and went silent. Her mind was made up. She was determined to fight her way out of here and escape with Makoto. I apologize, but I need you to fall asleep right now. As she said that, Sakura instantly positioned herself behind Mukuro. She was completely within her blind spot. To a normal person, it would have seemed like Sakura had suddenly vanished. After moving faster than any human being could see, Sakura's equally fast hands launched a blow towards the back of Mukuro's neck. However, sorry Sakura, but I need to get out of here. Mukuro parried Sakura's fist with a spinning roundhouse. How the fuck can you parry a punch from Sakura? I thought Sakura's fucking one punch, and what? Chuck Norris got a what? A roundhouse kick? Sakura raised an eyebrow like the unexpected counterattack. Okay, I think Mukuro's dead now. She tried to use the momentum of a kick to sweep Sakura's feet from under her. While Sakura dodged and instinctively struck back against Mukuro's broad leg. Mukuro was faster and jumped up, aiming a tornado kick at Sakura's chin. Sakura deflected the attack with one arm and then both combatants leaped backwards, clad and charged simultaneously. Every blow they dealt was parried and countered by the other, and though they were both unarmed, the sounds of the battle echoed through the gym. It was like a typhoon had been compressed to the size of a car and set loose inside the gym. The other students were powerless to stop them. All they could do was stare at the breathtaking dance of death unfolding before them. After 10 minutes had passed, the enormous sound of a final impact rang through the gym. Two warriors leaped back once again and breathed heavily as they stared each other down. My mistake though, it's only have been a few days. I cannot believe I not noticed such impressive fighter was hiding among us. In addition to the surprise Sakura felt, it was as if the battle had left her energized. Mukuro, on the other hand, looked down at her arm, confirmed it had been wounded during the battle, and thought to herself, I mean, people that get trained with soldiers also get trained in hand-to-hand combat. But if you compare those two, alright? I can't look up pictures right now because I'm in the novel. Mukuro is a fucking, I don't know, 1 meter 72 stick with literally no muscle, and Sakura's fucking One Punch Man at, I don't know, 3 meters tall. No, she's like, I don't know, 193 or something? I don't know. She's fucking tall, and a fucking, I don't know, table. Mukuro on the area. She's strong. I don't think Sakura's even taking this seriously right now. Despite being constantly surrounded by firearms, blade straps and explosives during her time with Farinura, this was the first time she had ever been wounded. Mukuro was powerless before the might of the woman known as the ultimate martial artist, the strongest woman in the world. Just as I thought, I can't beat Sakura with my bare hands alone. If she had been directly ordered to kill Sakura, Mukuro would have opted to either snipe her from distance or poison her. Poison Sakura. Yeah. This does mean she would need an assault rifle just to stand a fighting chance. I don't have time for this. She looked at Makoto and confirmed that his breathing had grown even shallower. I mean, yeah, the speed is there, but yeah, I understand she has some muscle, but if you compare those two, I would definitely say that Sakura is going to beat her without any problems. What the fuck am I hearing outside? Nah, bro, for a second I thought there was some fucking, I don't know, shooting outside. It was just a car. What the hell was that? You didn't hear it in the headset, right? But at the moment she had no one to turn to for help. Suddenly, Mukuro had an idea. It was true that gaining an ally in the situation was impossible, where she could still turn one person into her enemy's enemy. What the fuck? Mukuro took a deep breath before she charged at Sakura. Then she immediately fiended and charged at a different girl. Aoi? Or how she is called? Toko. Oh shit. Oh, fucking Genocide Jack, right? Genocide Jill, Genocide Jack, call her however you want. Been covering in fear from the battle between Sakura and Mukuro in the corner of the gym. Spared, Sakura was caught off guard and tried to run after her, but Mukuro was one step ahead and reached Toko first. Why me? Sorry. Wait, hold on. Hey. Yeah. Mukuro jabbed Toko in her solar plexus and she fell onto her arms. Taka and Aoi yelled out in shock. This is bad, she plans to use Toko as a hostage. Give me a second. Alright, I'm back. I hope you didn't hear what I just said. And sorry for the short mic problems, it's because I moved the mic. Yeah, it's hard to explain. Toko? In contrast to the shocked faces, Byakuya just snickered and coldly remarked, "You fool, do you really think if you take someone we just met a few days ago as your hostage?" Mukuro just softly glanced at Byakuya and replied, "You didn't meet her a few days ago." What did you say? You met her 2 years ago. Wait, wasn't 3 years? Byakuya scowled. Mukuro ignored him and held her bloody arm in front of Toko's face. Then she yelled into her ears, "Wake up, Genocide Jack." It seemed so random and out of place. Why would Mukuro mention the name of a neutral serial killer right now? Oh shit, sorry for that. The students looked at each other with confusion when suddenly Toko, who had been groaning in pain, suddenly kicked off the floor of the gym with renewed vigor. She leaped into the air much higher than any normal human should have been able to. While hovering several meters in mid-air, Toko twirled faster than a professional figure skater. This caused her skirt to flutter, revealing multiple pairs of sparkling scissors. Countless tiny marks were scratched into her legs, like a killer crown carved into a fighter jet. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Wait, there were one class above? I learned something new! If not for the situation, Toko's glamorous jumps and spins would have been a sight to behold. The girl formerly known as Toko Fukawa quacked lightly, her red eyes sparkling as her absurdly long tongue dropped out of her mouth. Oh, talking about long tongues. Do you know what Vita Canis is? Like that horror series on YouTube, Vita Canis? Called for me, and so I appear. I've got a murder IOU for you. Toko? The situation had changed so drastically that even Sayaka, who was silent until now, spoke out. Hey, you're flesh in the pan. Don't treat Jessup Jack like a depressing little voice. That dirty girl doesn't bath herself at all, so I'd put in 5 times the effort to rub myself down in the shower. Yeah. Sudden change in personality sent the students clamoring among themselves. Hey, Leon yelled. What the hell does it mean? Wait, she does? What the fuck? Wait, when was this mentioned? Is it like only mentioned here, or will this also get mentioned in Ultimate Despair Girls later on? Cause right now, I can tell you exactly why I am in Ultimate Despair Girls right now, like that's why I'm watching. And don't ask me why I'm watching so slowly. I'm just watching like one part of an let's play at a time, because I have to do some things. I was at that one scene where that random ass dude held up like a monitor, and there were like people dancing and holding hands, and then you see that Monokuma was just controlling them like puppets, and I think their hands were put together with nails, and yeah, it was really disgusting. But who am I to say something is disgusting? I'm reading Geo from Junji Ito, so yeah. Oh, okay. I'm gonna look out for that when I watch the next episode, I guess. There are some things even I don't understand. Students continue to panic at a strange turn of events. Tokunao, calling herself Genocide Jack, took a set of scissors from under her skirt and snapped them. With glee as she looked around the gym. Huh? It's been a while since I got to stretch my legs, so what were you guys gonna do here? The gym while I was snoozing away? It's been a while since I got to stretch. Oh shit, I already read that. Have an orgy? I understand, I totally understand. You guys need me to cut up your clothes so you can feel even naughtier. You're right. Yeah, right. Why the hell would I do that for you, dumbasses? This is only meant for cutting the supple, tender flesh of adorable boys. Genocide Jack was causing ruckus, but when she saw Makoto laying on the floor, she tilted her head once again. Huh? Big Mac, you're like totally about to die. What's the deal? Did the world fill you with so much despair that you all came here to commit mass suicide? It's so hot, but why are you starting without me? Toko, Crater, get a hold of yourself. Genocide Jack ignored Ayo and let her motions run unshackled, jumping and dancing with excitement as she held her scissors. Jeez, I want to stab Big Man's side myself. This spot right there, here, where the ribs are kinda shown already. It's not even screaming right now, although what does it mean? Well, maybe I can just get used to this feeling of alienation instead. I have an idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going on anymore, shouted Yasuhiro. This is all the aliens' fault. Yasuhiro buried his head into his arms, but no one was paying attention to him. The students' attention was entirely focused on Genocide Jack. Using that to her advantage, Mukuro began sneaking over to Makoto, and she consciously picked him up, and she confirmed that his body temperature was starting to decrease. He can still make it there in time. Though she was carrying another person, Mukuro managed to soften the sound of her footsteps as she ran for the gym doors. By the time the students heard Mukuro open the door, it was already too late. She managed to escape the gym with Makoto. However, not everyone was unaware of what Mukuro was doing. Monokuma saw a movement out of the corner of his eye, but chose not to tell the students. And one other person, Kyoko Kirigiri. She saw Mukuro carry Makoto away, but did not inform the others as she watched them leave in silence. As everyone wrestled with their own personal thoughts and speculations, Hopswick Academy began walking a path towards a completely different chaos. With Makoto on her back, Mukuro took several trophies from the gym entrance hall after passing through the door leading to the hallway. She jammed the trophies through the door handles. Sakura could easily destroy these makeshift locks. They should buy Mukuro a few extra seconds. Then Mukuro started running into the nurse's office. The place she last spoke to Makoto. Everything necessary for performing first aid could be found there. Her little sister was her enemy. Her fellow ultimate student oh shit, I can't even speak. Her only ally right now was Makoto, who was on the verge of death. Mukuro knew that even she wasn't her own ally right now. Amidst all this chaos, amidst her sister's betrayal, and nearly being killed, she believed. She believed she was the only one who truly understood her little sister. That's why she felt like she had to protect her. That's right, she didn't do anything wrong, Junko. You just wanted to feel despair, that's all, right? Because you love me, that's why you wanted to kill me. Just trying to feel despair, right? I'm sorry, I failed to bring you despair. But at the same time she wondered. If she saves Makoto and betrays her sister by disrupting her plan, wouldn't it fill her with even stronger despair? Wouldn't that make her happy? But betray Junko, which I do. Mukuro closed her eyes and listened to Makoto's weak breaths. What should I do, Makoto? In a battlefield where all you need to do is kill and survive, Mukuro was invincible. She could suppress all her emotions and fully immerse herself in becoming a perfect killing machine. But in this twisted battlefield of daily high school life, she could no longer keep her emotions in check, especially around her little sister. Mukuro, the ultimate soldier, was beginning to question being the ultimate despair. Pulses of a normal high school girl inside her were starting to affect her state of mind. And so the poor girl continued to run through the dark hallways, clinging to this conflict within herself. She was now walking along a narrow, half-run path. A path between the hope of Makoto Nagi and the despair of Junko Nishima. Meanwhile, everyone still in the gym was left in a state of complete confusion. Toko was famous for being a prophetic alpha, but even though she came across an unsociable and depressing, her mind-blowing transformation seemed to have just tossed all that aside. Toko's genocide Jack? Sakura trembled with fear as Jack tilted her head and stuck out her long tongue. Speaking about oh fuck, audio bug. Alright, I think it's better now. What's with this reception, you guys? You guys didn't know who I was? I've been found out? Or have you known all along? And why was the Zulan samurai dressed like that? That outfit didn't look good on her at all. Zulan samurai was probably referring to Mukuro, which means Toko already knew Mukuro in advance. Confronted by the shocking truth, the students had no idea where to begin talking. So many things were clearly wrong by this point, but there were a few students, such as Bayaki and Kyoko, who opened a remain calm observed the situation. Right, someone better spill it. Who gave Makoto an extra mouth to feed? I don't care if you wanna stab him or slice him. Just can't forgive whoever put that ugly asshole in Big Mac's side. Genocide Jake spun her scissors in her hands. As she spoke, her emotions and facial expression constantly changed. Even without a threat of her sisters, she exuded an aura of danger that made her unapproachable. The flank stake of a young boy like macaroons is like a bluebird that pops out a golden egg. If you would just let me handle it, I would have killed him so good that even Telltale and Maytail would be eager to die. But poor what the fuck? But poor Marcoites' heart and soul have been stormed by such a sloppy kill. That actually sounds pretty exciting too, but I decline. Toko, shit, is that again an audio? Why it keeps? Oh no! If this keeps happening, I'm going to cry. What in the world happened to you? Inside Jack answered by pointing her sisters at Irie. What happened to me? I got bored. That's what. That Surpass locked me up a few days ago, but when I went unconscious, I thought I'd finally get to do my thing. But I woke up for all this. Mahakiuti soaked with blood, and I've got no clue what's going on. So damn confusing. All I can do is laugh. No one seemed to be able to get a straight answer out of Jack, so if Ifumi made a timid remark, I've dealt with girls like this in my 2D dating games, but this doesn't even compare. It's like there's an SSS difficulty level to clear here. I can't believe you'd even think about her as someone worth clearing, mumbled Leon. It was clear that things were going nowhere. As if she were responding to everyone else's expectations, Sakura stepped forward. She might be in the force of confusion. I should try to restrain her from now. As soon as she heard that, just had Jack stopped moving and stuck out her lizard-like tongue and grinned weakly. What's up? Are you really gonna fight me, Battle Orc? Too bad, my lovely sisters are only for cutting for adorable boys. You should just stay home. I won't taint my sisters with your filthy blood. Blood Sakura. It seems my words are useless on you. Sakura entered a fighting stance and determined to restrain Jack, but Jack knew she couldn't win in a fair fight. Adopted a strange stance of her own. Why the fuck is Sakura so hostile in this what if version? I mean, Sakura did not even take a single person in the original. But Sakura here's like, oh yeah, let's just, attack everyone. In a normal fight, Jack would obviously lose to the Orc. But if Jack focused just on dodging, the outcome of the fight would be hard to foresee. Fucking hell, I fucked up big time, alright? Shit. Alright. For context, my dad has a second Xbox standing up. Like, in the second living room. And there's also an Xbox, like a new Xbox. And I'll play on his account right now, because this is the only account where I have Danganronpa. I have it also on the second, but only here I have like all the progress. So now my little sister is going to play on the Xbox above, meaning any second my stream is going to randomly crash. We then have two options, alright? Those options being, I try to get like the progress on my second account, like to see if I can. And if this doesn't work, yeah, I fucked up. Questions that Jack's physical abilities were only obvious to a few of the students in the first place. The two women exchanged hostile stares as the other students gulped nervously and watched. Except for one person. Kyoko was watching something else. She was watching Monokuma, who was in the corner of the gym, unmoving as white noises emitted from the speaker. Short question, how long is Danganronpa What If? Like from this point on where I am right now? It stopped moving. The moment everyone's attention focused on Sakura's and Toko. It's possible that Madarai's hacking had been disrupted, but an infinite number of other possibilities were also swirling around Kyoko's mind. She brushed back her hair with a gloved hand and continued to watch. Though she couldn't fully remember her talent, the actions she was taking right now were fueled by pure instinct. A strange situation kept occurring in front of her. Oh shit, alright. Yeah, that's bad. So Code, the things I can do is, since my stream is going to crash any second, I could try to, that's stupid. Yeah, I could try to get the progress from the other account, but the chance of that is like 0%. The other thing is that I could do like stream a different game on my second account, cause I'm like fucking 45 minutes into a stream. That's like way too short. So I could, stream something else, like I don't know, Super Meat Boy, Minecraft, Danganronpa 3. But Danganronpa 3 would be a bit weird, cause I haven't fully watched Ultimate Despair Girls and the anime yet. Mine worked diligently to scoop up countless amounts of information with her vast sea of memories. Next, they were synchronizing with these synapses furrowing in her brain. Sakura kicked off the ground at the same time, an intense impact rang through the gym. Oh shit, sorry. And thanks to the heated battle that was unfolding in the gymnasium, Makuro Ikusawa was able to buy more time than she had imagined. As soon as she entered the nurse's office, she was rummaged around for a medical supply and did what she could do to stop the bleeding. Though still quite shallow, Koto's breathing slowly stabilized. Unko let out a little sigh of relief. However, even though she was somehow able to stop the bleeding, she wasn't out of the woods yet. I mean, would you even be interested in another game after this? Like, if Danganronpa isn't working, or would you be like uninterested in only forcing yourself to watch a stream, or don't even watch the stream? Because since you're my only viewer, I also want you to see a game that you're interested in. And little claim, I sadly can't stream Paw Patrol on a roll right now, cause this is the game I just gave my little sister to play. Yeah, sadly no Paw Patrol for us. Miraculously even enough, it seemed like none of Makoto's major arteries or organs were damaged. Was this perhaps thanks to his ultimate luck? Or maybe he wasn't actually all that lucky. After all, the only sort of medical treatment he could hope for was partial at best. Mokuro couldn't decide. If only I could do a blood transfusion. The nurse's office should have had several blood packs for transfusions. Mukuro suspected that Makoto's blood type might be written as e-book and his e-handbook. As he reached over to search his pockets, just little claim if you want to see me suffer through Super Meat Boy. I got good at this game, alright. I have played through the first world like seven times without dying. Because on my normal account, where I'm playing on right now, I played the game to, I think, 90%, because I still have 2 achievements missing. But I finished every world besides the last one. So I'm quite good at the game right now. But on the account I'm playing on right now, I didn't even get a little bit in of, you know, achievement stuff. Oh no, I mean on my second account. What other games could I, you know, give you? I think I have the Lord of the Rings game, Shadow of Things, also. And I got like a stupidly amount of Lego games. And yeah, Minecraft, as you know. But Minecraft wouldn't be that entertaining because I'm fucking bad at Minecraft, alright? I'm still reaching for a sleeping boy clothes. For a sleeping boy's clothes. What in the world is about to happen next? Adults can keep playing, but you kids better press the B button, okay? Nah, bro, you're not telling me what to do. Wait. Oh. Mokuro turned towards the familiar voice and saw Monokuma sitting there before. Wait, was that a fourth wall break? What the fuck? You're all alone with Makoto right now. Just think of me as a cute wild animal. Let your lust lead the way. As the headmaster must have pronounced it, oh shit, sorry. Though he looked just like the one that was Jim, it was clearly a different Monokuma. Multiple Monokumas had been placed throughout the entire academy, so it wasn't a stretch for him to out of nowhere. Regardless, the same person was controlling all of them. Moko had been wary of Monokuma attacking her while she was treating Makoto's wounds. His appearance at this particular moment seemed to take her by surprise. Wait a second, I'm going up right now and ask when she wants to play, you know, the Paw Patrol game. And I'm going to look which game my dad has up, because maybe I can grab like 1 or 2 games. so bad I am. I think I have about 20 minutes of time. I didn't ask how much time I have, I just heard that my dad is watching a video right now and the video is about 20 to 30 minutes long. And then he's probably going over to help my sister play the game. And I was able to grab the game Lord of the Rings Mordor Shadow. Code, I don't know if you know that game. I streamed it like 3 times. One of the times was my longest stream I ever had. I think it was like 6 or 8 hours long. So basically this game is like, how should I say it? You're basically going around killing a lot of orcs and dying a lot. It's a bit bloody. So yeah. Yeah. Then I have Minecraft, all the Lego games, and Super Meat Boy, yeah. What the hell? What the fuck is Mortal Kombat here? I am playing Mortal Kombat. Junker Mukuro consciously. Monokuma tilted his head along with his entire upper body inquisitively. Oh, what the fuck? Junko, who's that? Junko? I never heard of that country before. No more jokes, answer me, Junko. You're planning to kill me earlier, right? Junko this, Junko that. What's your problem? I'm telling you, I'm Monokuma. You must be a big disappointment if you can't even remember something like that. You're not just a disappointment as a person, you're a disappointment as a sister too. Too skinny, your brain is nothing but muscles and your personality is just unbearable. I hate myself. I'm sorry, said Mikuro. She didn't need to apologize, but hearing her little sister call her disappointment yet again was enough to make the ultimate soldier recoil. Monokuma ignored her and her current situation, climbed on top of Makoto's barely breathing body, began poking his cheeks. So what are you gonna do with it, Makoto now? With Makoto now. I'm really interested in humans' melting habits, you know. What are you? Asked Mukuro before trailing off. Monokuma lowered his tone and began whispering into her ear. Makoto's a pretty nice guy, huh? He even sacrificed himself to save you. He's so generous that it's actually hopeless. It's not dead yet, insisted Mukuro. Despite her firm tone, she couldn't hide the fear lingering in her voice. It's the most disappointing thing about you. You can't even say, I won't let him die. I won't let him die, Junko. Mukuro could barely get a word in as Monokuma erupted into poohs and ahas, continued to torment her. As if you could do that. Too bad. No regrets. See you tomorrow. So, this all because Makoto was first person to smile at you? You a disappointing, depressing, unladylike, inhuman killing machine. Despite denying that he was Junko, Monokuma began speaking at length about Mukuro's past. His contradiction was very much like Junko, and Mukuro was so shaken that all she could do was watch the bare portal on and on. Only the third survive in this world. The only thing what kind-hearted people can do is die, you know. As proof you're gonna watch Makoto die really soon. He won't die. Mukuro's tone of voice had become irregular ever since she took off her Junko wig. Aside from her conversation with Makoto, everything she said Junko was from a script that her sister had written. Oh, code, and another game I could play, I just remembered. Well, I'm not 100% sure if I still have it on my Xbox, but I think I could play Hollow Knight. You know, like Hollow Knight, that popular game of the knight that's hollow, which, oh shit. You know I suffered a lot when playing Super Meat Boy. But I swear to God, I suffered even more when I had to play through the entirety of Hollow Knight. Oh, that shit was hard. Now there was no script for Mukuro to rely on anymore. Mukuro was treating Monokuma like she would treat her own sister. If the other students saw her acting so weak, they'd never believe she was the same person who fought Sakura in the gym. And not just that, if anyone from her mercenary past could see her now, her stark exchange and attitude might make them think she was someone else entirely. Bro, I just can't decide with games. I mean, like all the games I have here, meaning Lord of the Rings, Super Meat Boy, Hollow Knight, and Minecraft maybe, are hard, because they're all good, but all of them are also hard. I mean, Minecraft, I'm just bad at this game. I have stick drift and I'm stupid, so yeah. Don't ask me how, but I somehow once managed to starve in Minecraft. It wasn't even in a cave, I was in the overworld. But yeah, we don't talk about that. Oh, he's gonna die, I know. It's sad, but just have to face the fact. Bro, in the end, my sister's just going to watch TV for like 2 more hours until she forgets she wants to play the game. I mean, it would be good, but also bad, you know. Monokuma wiggled his limbs and danced around, then pointed right at Mukuro's face. Because Makoto is going to die by your hands. Huh? In fighting among the terrorists, the big bad terrorist silenced the weak wilded Makoto before he can leak any information. Doesn't it happen all the time? In the end, all the desperate things you said in the gym turned out to be lies you told just to escape. Mukuro frowned at Monokuma. You can't do that, Junko. I won't let you do that. As she blurted out those words, the trembling voice, Mukuro was gripped by confusion about what she had just said. Am I defying Junko right now? Why? It was a strange feeling. To Mukuro, it was like she was standing on the ledge of a tall building and imagining what would happen if she jumped. A destructive feeling, akin to holding a friend baby and wondering what would happen if you tripped and fell. Before she knew it, fear and anxiety had suddenly taken control of Mukuro's heart. As a member of Farinera and as ultimate despair, Mukuro killed innumerable people. She had handled life grenades before. She had descended from the sky in parachutes as anti-aircraft weaponry felt all around her. Her heart never wavered on the battlefield, but now it felt like it could collapse at any time. Monokuma, however, was as stable as a tree and slightly tilted his head to the side. Weren't you listening to me, to my story? I'm not the one who's gonna kill Makoto, you are. What are you saying, Junko? Monokuma began giving a strange explanation to a very confused Mukuro. Do you know what the suspension bridge effect really means? It means if you push the person you love off a bridge and they will be yours for eternity. I haven't heard that at all. It doesn't always follow what your textbook says. It's sad, but that's what love is. It's what made no sense, and Mukuro couldn't think of anything to say as she stood there, dumbfounded. Code, I'm playing on Xbox. Xbox doesn't have hardcore. Yeah, Xbox is just for the little stupid kids who aren't able to do anything. The only thing we have is hard mode, not hardcore. Yeah, it's pretty sad. But you know what I could do? I could play Minecraft on Chinese. Oh no, please don't. I tried fucking like 20 minutes to get back to my normal settings. Yeah, we don't have hardcore. It's sad. We don't have hardcore. We aren't able to do that stupid super flat world thing. We can't download any mods. The only way we can get extra content is by fucking buying it. Well, yeah, it's stupid. You actually have to, let me think. spend around 10 euros so you can get a mod pack, yeah, which gives you like 3 new weapons, and you can only use this mod pack on a specific map with a specific layout and can't combine it with other things. It's one of the reasons why I want a PC. Minecraft is just so fucking bad on Xbox. While Monokuma continued his little speech, intentionally saying things meant to agonize Mukuro. Yeah, I could. If I get on Minecraft, just don't ask yourself why all my settings may be on French. Yeah. I played on French for a long time. We can, you know, play an improvised hardcore mode. I will just die in the first 2 seconds, I know that. Basically, this is your big chance, you know. If you kill Makoto right here, and now nobody will ever take him away from you again. Makoto Nagi dead by dawn. The last name ever spoke was Mukuro Ikusawa. The last person he ever smiled at was Mukuro Ikusawa. Doesn't that sound wonderful? There was a certain appeal to Monokuma's suggestion, and Mukuro found herself unsure of her judgment. This is wrong. It has to be wrong. But it's really Junko saying all this, so doesn't it mean it's right? I will get to the nether before dying. You wanna know some ways I already died in Worlds? I mean, I mostly play just with my friends, alright? One of the ways I fucking died is by getting pushed off a hill by a goat. Yeah, another stupid way I died was... I was on a boat, I got in the middle of the sea, and I found a shipwreck, alright? I looted the shipwreck, made myself a platform, like, on the shipwreck, and somehow a fucking mob managed to spawn on that fucking platform I built and kill me. Yeah, that's one thing. And what else is a stupid... I suffocated in fucking... gravel. And you don't want to know how many times I died through fall damage in holes I did build. So doesn't that mean it's... oh yeah. No, this isn't Junko, it's Monokuma. Monokuma. And are you sure you want to help Makoto? Once he gets better, he's gonna know everything. He will know what you did to your classmates. I can't believe you would actually erase your friends' memories of their time together and force them to kill each other. Makoto might get mad and say, our real enemy isn't the bear, it's her. Do you really want him to blame you for this? Do you really want him to... oh yeah, Makoto's face turned pale. Are you going to kill the others? If everyone expects you and Makoto dies, you'll be able to spend the rest of your school life together. Can't hold a class drill with only 2 people. It might be a good idea for you both to live the rest of your lives in this academy forever. That's wrong, And what are you gonna do if his memories return? It's not like you were dating Makoto or anything. You were just watching him from afar the whole time. Man, you're so shy, you can shoot people's hearts and brains, no problem. But you can't even woo some stupid boy into liking you. Do you wanna know who Makoto had a crush on before his memories were taken away? Sayaka? Makoto trembled as Monokuma continued pressing the issue, gradually losing the screws, keeping her heart secure. So Mukuro chose to pretend she didn't hear anything at all. All the emotions vanished from her face and she looked silently for Makoto's e-handbook. If you're looking for his blood type, it's not written in the e-handbook. Mukuro's face turned pale within 5 seconds. The plan to ignore Monokuma had already failed. But since your headmaster's made up of 5% kindness, I will tell you anyway. Makoto's blood type is B. As soon as you heard him say that, all the anxiety, horror, hostility, and malice and drenched judging within Mukuro completely vanished. Thank you, Junko, because I sparkled without a hint of suspicion. So she turned her back to Monokuma with a hint of suspicion, and walked towards the refrigerator containing the blood packs. Fresh blood packs should have been prepared before the plan took effect. They'll last in cold storage for 21 days. They should still be good. Oh yeah, that reminds me of one time where I went adventuring with my friend in the Nether. His dumbass forgot to put on gold shoes or anything gold related. Yeah, I had gold shoes on, he didn't. So Picklings attacked him and he fucking died. This wasn't a hardcore world, it was normal world, but he lost all his loot. This made him rage for a second, and I fucking died because I tried to shoot a gas. I shot too low and hit a fucking Pickling, and then they attacked me. I tell you, fucking bows. If you shoot... I'm never using a bow in another again. This has traumatized me. As Monokuma watched her, his normal expression, normally emotionless eyes, twitched ever so slightly. If a third party could see his face right now, or even if the other students could see his face right now, they wonder, is Monokuma surprised? That's right, they'd have the same shocked look on their faces as if they were seeing Monokuma for the first time. Why am I having audio? There should be a limit to how disappointing you can be. It was far quieter than a mosquito wings. Even with battle-hardened hearing, Mukuro couldn't hear what he said. He shook his head, and the voice returned to normal. I kind of give up the thinking that my sister's going to play, cause it has been 20 minutes now, and still nothing happened. But if you want, I'm still going to play Minecraft with the improvised hardcore mode. When I'm finished with Photof. Because there's still a chance that she will play. Mukuma shook his head and the voice returned to normal. It's not like I care that you... The ultimate despair has hope in anything. It's not like I expected much from you to begin with, so that will at least help me feel despair. But seriously, you disappoint me. Just so you know, despair and disappointment are completely different things, okay? They are as different as bears and pandas. Mukura's body started to shake as she turned back to look at Kuma. He hadn't started talking any different than usual. Junko hadn't turned a face modulator and started talking in her real voice or anything. And yet Mukuro was utterly terrified. She was terrified on instinct. But as a soldier, half the reason she was terrified was because of her instinct as ultimate despair, and the other half was because she was Junko's older sister, even though Monokuma, her instinct were telling her that Junko was annoyed with her. Junko? Why are you annoyed? Is it because I betrayed you? Was it because you didn't die like... I didn't die like you wanted me to? Slug Monokuma. I'm beyond annoyed. I'm really angry. I'm really disappointed right now. So pissed I could take the rage nap right now. What the fuck is a rage nap? Kuma's anger didn't seem any different from his usual anger towards the students, but Mukuro could instinctively sense another emotion mixed with it. Right now she could feel that Junko was feeling hopeless disappointment. It's normal for someone who's disappointed to lose hope, but for the ultimate despair, disappointment means something else entirely. To them, disappointment was tantamount to losing despair itself. Mukuro was a member of the ultimate despair. At her sister's behest, Mukuro had soiled her hands many times in order to fill the world with despair. Despite her pride towards being member of Ultimate Despair, there was no clear difference between Mukuro and her sister. Junko Nishima was desperate incarnate. She was born in despair, letting it infect other people's hopes so it could rot them from the inside out, twisting them into her own image. For Junko, feeling hope was its own despair. Creating despair in others created despair in herself, which caused her to feel both intense pain and intense bliss. Junko had worked. The fracture created from the conflict between pleasure and ends all her life. Eventually, the fracture would widen until it swallowed the world and tore it in half. But Mukuro, on the other hand, had neither hope nor despair for the world, at least not when she was a member of Farinura. Ever since she was a kid, Mukuro believed that she was meant to spread despair because of her old sister. She didn't harbor any ill will towards the world. She simply accepted that she was meant to spread despair and chose to walk the same path as her sister. The doubt she felt was only a recent development. When Junko told her about the plan, when she watched the world burn in the hands of terrorists wearing Monokuma masks, she knew at once. However, as soon as she heard sister planned to make the classmates kill each other, Makoto included, a strange feeling began to stir within her. What started as a seed of doubt soon grew into a thorny vine and snaring Mukuro's feet. As soon as she disguised herself as Junko and finished meeting the other students, as soon as she had confirmed that everyone's memories had been completely taken away, it began frightening around Mukuro's heart. They're gone. Junko's the only one who knows about me now. That's it. There's no problem. It's just like old times. Things will never go back to how they used to be, but that's fine. This should be fine. She had relinquished the past 2 years she had spent with her friends so she could betray them and deliver death and despair onto them. Though her heart ached, alright, Mukuro was beyond feeling guilt and remorse for her actions. But the question, why does my heart ache like this, still remained unanswered. Perhaps that's what she spent so much time talking to Makoto when he was in the nurse's office. And then Makoto gave her that one particular answer. Something changed inside her. Twain promised that if I do decide to kill someone, it won't be you. The words Mukuro blurted out to Makoto's round improvised to further her roles as Junko. It was a honest sentiment from the bottom of her heart. She was even planning to ask Junko herself if Makoto could somehow be spared from the plan. Over the past 2 years, Mukuro's interests had been slowly shifting away from her sister towards the world itself. By extension, her interests to include Makoto, the first person to ever smile at her and make her feel connected to the world. It's like a sapling of pure honesty that had taken root in Mukuro's heart. But what the fuck was that? But by the time she realized that the tree had already rotted, as Mukuro struggled to understand the situation, Monokuma let out a sigh and said, I wonder which part of you is a wolf anyway. Just a dog that blindly follows Junko's order. What does the tattoo on your hand even mean? Are you just a bitch who's pledged loyalty to her owner? I bet Toko would say that, I'm positive. Kuma continued to walk as Mukuro stood there in confusion. I was obviously lying when I said Makoto's blood is type B. What? Cried Mukuro. You lied? Junko. No one person would have been suspicious. I never thought you actually believed me just now. I must have misplaced my eyes because I totally did not see that coming. Not even with my ability to predict the future. How shocking. Yes, I'm about to start crying my eyes out like some sort of robot cat, seriously. It's going to be okay, Junko, said Mukuro. I know our plan kind of fell apart, but I'm still on your side. You feeling alright? Because I will do anything. Snap. A harsh sound came from Monokuma's mouth. The sound was one mic with, what the hell, overloading. It's been so long since I felt this angry. Meet me on the roof of the school. I will smash out all your baby teeth. Monokuma started shadowboxing in front of Mukuro, who remained frozen in place, clutching a blood bag in her hand. She still looked confused, and Monokuma threw up his arms in frustration. So disappointing, I can't even predict it anymore. A threatening roar burst from Monokuma's mouth as he leaped at Monokuma with his sharp claws extended. At the moment, her face became completely motionless. It was no conscious action. The defensive instinct she had done during the entire Infernia temporarily suppressed her emotions as she encountered Monokuma's attack. Mukuro grabbed a nearby IV stand and used to parry Monokuma's claw. Monokuma's claw seemed to be made with special alloy and easily sliced the bar in half diagonally. Instead of following up the attack, Monokuma continued talking to Mukuro. I guess you're not much of a disappointment when it comes to fighting. In a fight, if you were as pathetic that you died from that single attack, that you would have been interesting in its own way. But right now, you're just incompetent at everything. Sorry, said Mukuro, I couldn't help blocking your attack. There's no way I can fight you, Junko. After all, I'm all you have. The only one who understands you at all. Mukuro's words were riddled with endless dismay. The contrast between her usual stoic self and the way she was acting now was so stark people might assume she had multiple personalities. However, Monokuma just quietly stared at her. He was perfectly still, as if all his functions had powered down completely. Mukuro continued to share feelings. There's no way I can just leave you alone. And then Monokuma broke his silence, but at that moment the monitor in the nurse's office lit up, displaying a girl's face, Junko Noshima. At the same time, a voice completely unlike Monokuma's began to play from the speakers. Hey Mukuro! Junko? It had been several days since Mukuro had heard sisters rejoice, though her voice remained emotional as excitement sparkled in her eyes. However, the shine immediately dulled. I'm grateful at you, Mukuro. I mean it. Junko's voice emanating from the speaker sounded very gentle and kind. Junko? I'm really sorry. I said so many mean things to you. I even tried to kill you earlier, and I was about to do something horrible just now. Even though I know about your feelings towards Makoto. You don't have to force yourself. Even if you don't notice, it was totally obvious to anyone looking at you. I never cared about the class photos, but when Makoto said he was going to take one, you made sure you were facing the camera. And then Junko Noshima, the ultimate despair, flashed smile, a pure, sweet smile. Monitor, she looked like a normal high school girl teasing her older sister. And yet, Mukuro could feel the despair and anxiety encasing themselves around her. I always thought you should have tried hard to take pictures with Makoto, but I guess that's what makes you so disappointing. Still, even though you're disappointing and annoying, I still love you. Mukuro trembled upon hearing those words. I love you? It's all she ever wanted to hear her sister say. Mukuro believed No matter what Junko said, she believed she really loved her. She believed she was the only one who could truly understand the despair knowing that no one was Junko Nishima. She was naive. As soon as she heard Junko say I love you, Mukuro realized that she never completely understood her sister. It was only at this moment that Mukuro finally understood her sister's feelings. Junko's words were right, noble, kind. Perhaps that kindness was completely honest. The words I love you might have been true as well. However, for Junko Nishima, this was her way of saying goodbye. She was severing the ties between them. It was painful, clear to Mukuro. Then, before she could even say anything, the girl in the monitor made a remark that cut Mukuro to the bone. I'm sure someday you will make your dreams come true. The ultimate despair never talked to each other like this. A simply truth stepped into Mukuro's heart. Junko had no further use for her. Her own sister was parting ways with her. Mukuro had dedicated over 10 years of her life to cause the ultimate despair, and at this point it all counted for nothing. But those years no longer mattered to Mukuro. Her sister's rejection was more than enough to send her into the depths of despair. That's why Mukuro even now clung to a small sliver of hope. Meanwhile, Junko was still on the monitor. Yeah, right. Do you really think I'd say something that nice? You're so annoying. Can't you just hurry up and disappear already? Mukuro hoped Junko would say something like that. She hoped that she'd start probably abusing her again, or call her useless and incompetent. Mukuro's no masochist, but she'd prefer to be shot with bullets, content than endure this kind of emotional pain. But I love you, Mukuro. Bye bye. Oh shit! I had the other box. Give me a. The monitor went black, leaving Mukuro in the process to process the horrible goodbye she'd just received. As if on cue, Monokuma started moving again. Isn't family love so nice? By the way, did you know that in about half of all murder cases the killer is a family member? Monokuma spoke in his usual tone of voice. But it was unclear if his words were getting through to Mukuro. Mukuro let the blood bag in her hand fall to the floor and tightened her grip on her iron bar she was still holding. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't come sorry. I'm sorry. She murmured quietly as if she were chanting a spell and walked past the blood bag on the floor to Makoto's beside with the iron bar in her hands. I will do it properly. I'll make sure I do it. So, oh, said Monokuma, perking up. What you gonna probably do to Makoto with that big figure rod you got? Oh, a big figure rod. Sorry. Gonna do him in. Either way, I'm starting to feel some heart-throbbing excitement. Mukuro looked like she had been completely broken. Monokuma walked closer to her with eager anticipation. Suddenly, Monokuma's body suddenly floated in the air. Bro, what the fuck is Jesus? With no expression on his face, Mukuro tried to see what just happened to him. And in a blink of an eye, the iron bar ripped through his body. The tip of the bar, which had been cut diagonally earlier, to a sharp point, went straight through Monokuma and stabbed him into a surveillance camera. The lens was completely destroyed and the camera shot out sparks as it broke down. What the fuck? The iron bar was still stabbed into the surveillance camera as Monokuma dangled from the other end. He opened his mouth as if to say something, but only static came out. A few seconds later, his functions came to a complete stop. Without making a sound at all, Mukuro had kicked Monokuma into the air. As soon as Monokuma's power source, the spawn accuracy, had perfectly aligned, with the surveillance camera in Loss's office, Mukuro plunged the iron bar into all three of them. No normal human has the skill to utilize such a technique, not even an ultimate. All the hesitation with Mukuro had vanished. Her eyes sparkled like panthers stalking a prey at night. The tense hours surrounded by Mukuro even more so than when she fought Sakura earlier. Knowing Kuma's lifeless form, she looked at Makoto as he breathed softly and remembered her sister's parting words. So, this is the spare? She murmured to herself. I'm sorry, Junko. I never really understood what the spare was. She spoke without emotion like a machine. But it's going to be alright now. I finally understand. Oh shit. My friend just invited me to play Minecraft. What the fuck? Code. After what if I could go into his world and grieve his house? Hidden within her, passions began to stir. So, make sure I make you happy, Junko. Make sure I fill you with despair. I will save Makoto. I will make sure the others don't die. I will let them know. I will let them escape from this place. I will deal with the proper people on the outside too. I will invest so much time and kill so many people for the sake of this plan. And I will destroy every last remnant of it for you. Was not an act of vengeance towards the sister who had warned her. This was an act of mercy. Stuck between the ultimate despair and the hope she gained Makoto, Mukuro was being refined into something that was unlike despair or hope. She had no way of knowing where her path would lead. I know the music just changed. Give me a second, I will grab a quick drink. Test. Is the stream even going? It says right here I'm streaming, but it doesn't show it on my stream.